Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to the video. I hope your day has been going great. Mine has, and we have a really crazy video today. We're talking about Rascal. He announced on Twitter that he would be going back to America, and he has good news. This could mean so many things, but what a lot of people think it means is that Rascal is rejoining the Dallas Fuel. We'll go over all the possibilities, what exactly this means. Could Rascal be joining the Dallas Fuel again? Then after that, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Valiant. Currently, they are 8-0 in this stage, looking to go 10-0 after this week. How far can they go in Stage 4 playoffs, and how far can they go in the overall playoffs? Are they an actual championship contender? So if this video sounds interesting to you, be sure to drop a like on it, leave a comment down below, subscribe to my channel for more daily Overwatch League content, and lastly, enter the giveaway if you want to win a free Overwatch League jersey. It's super easy, just click the gleam.io link down below. And now let's go ahead and hop into this video. So starting off with Rascal, guys, he tweeted this out today. Going to America, we'll be back with good news. So this could mean a few things. He's going to the USA, obviously, but then he says we'll be back with good news. Does this mean he will be returning back to Korea with good news, or does this mean he'll just be back somewhere with good news? And does back potentially mean back with the Dallas Fuel, guys? Because apparently on Twitter, Monte Cristo said that the Dallas Fuel could take back Rascal next season. I did look and try to find this tweet, guys, but honestly, I have no idea where it is. But on Reddit, everybody is upvoting this comment, so it seems like multiple people have seen this, and it is true. The Dallas Fuel could take Rascal back for the next season. Now, just because Rascal's going to America and saying he's going to have good news doesn't mean exactly he's going to be joining the Dallas Fuel. This could mean anything, guys. He could be joining an NA Contenders team. He could be joining another Overwatch League team. It could have to do with the World Cup. It could have to do with being a coach in the Overwatch League. Honestly, guys, this could mean anything. Of course, it's fun to speculate, and a lot of people are hopping on the bandwagon saying Dallas Fuel are going to pick up Rascal again. But in all honesty, to me, I wouldn't say it makes the most sense because, I mean, to be fair, when Rascal was on the roster, they weren't doing great. Obviously, you can't put all of the blame on him. You can't even put a lot of the blame on him. There were so many problems with the Dallas Fuel. Kaikai was a terrible coach. All of the players were depressed and just not trying. Rascal got frustrated with all of that, and, you know, that caused some heat, some arguments, and he got kicked from the team. Now, Kaikai's gone. Now, Effect's gone. Now, the team is super happy. They're winning. Aero seems like a great coach. You know, possibly Rascal could join them and be fine. Overall, I don't see where Rascal could fit on the Dallas Fuel right now. Everything is going great for them. The comp they're running. Mickey's amazing on the Brigida. Siegel's doing really good on the Diva. Taimu's playing great on hit scan. There's not really like a projectile role / flex DPS player, which is mainly what Rascal plays. I don't see that fitting in on this roster. But it would be for Season 2, so the meta could be completely different, and he could just be an extra player and somebody they want to give another chance to. Just again, though, it doesn't really make all that sense because I keep thinking, you know, when he was on the team, they weren't that great. And as I already mentioned, you can say he wasn't the problem, but he definitely was part of some conflict. Him and AKM, they didn't get along together. And that's what we know from the outside looking in. Maybe he was in conflict with a lot of the other players too, and just overall it didn't work out at all. So the fact that there is conflict between him and one of the players, that means there is definitely a possibility for that to rekindle. And why would you want to risk that? Why would you want to put your players in a situation where they would possibly be uncomfortable? Like, if I were the Dallas Fuel, I would be absolutely scared to make any changes, even if they were super small right now, because the team is finally doing really good. One small change could mess everything up. I don't know. It's up to the Dallas Fuel if they would want to bring him back. But who even knows if this is what that's about? As I said, just a lot of people are speculating on Reddit. We won't talk about it any further unless more information comes out. Overall, though, I am glad that Rascal does have some exciting news. He's coming to America. Good for him. He's a great player, and he does seem like a guy who really wants to try hard and win. He definitely deserves to be on a good team, whether it's in Contenders or Overwatch League. He is a strong competitor. And now that's enough about Rascal and the Dallas Fuel, this whole situation. And now let's go to move on and talk about the Los Angeles Valiant, because they're in a very interesting spot right now. They've been playing great. Over the last two stages, they are tied for #1 in record. Both of them and the New York Excelsior are 15-3, throughout stages 3 and 4 up until now. And Los Angeles Valiant are probably going to win their next 2 games, putting them at a record of 17-3 over the past 2 stages. And they have wins over the best teams in the league. They beat the Gladiators, the New York Excelsior, Philadelphia Fusion, Houston Outlaws, San Francisco Shock, London Spitfire. They've beat every single team, guys. So they've proven to us that they are capable of beating everyone in the league, even the best of the best like New York Excelsior. They've overall been super impressive, not just as a team, but individual players. Specifically, someone I want to talk about real quick is Soon. During Stage 3, he was definitely one of the weaker Widowmakers in the league. I would put him in the bottom half and near the bottom of that half as well. I was just super unimpressed. It seemed like all he was good for in Stage 3 was Tracer, and even that was questionable because they just brought in Bunny, and he was playing great too. So Soon, honestly, I didn't see the reason why they were running him over Bunny so much. Maybe it was because Bunny's Widowmaker wasn't great and Soon's was just a little bit better. But moving into Stage 4, guys, Soon's Widowmaker went from bottom half to top of the top half. And it was more so the little things for him. It wasn't like he all of a sudden was just killing absolutely everybody, which he was getting a lot of kills now. But the main thing was he was surviving. He was no longer getting picked off by the other Widowmaker every single fight at the beginning. He was playing better angles, he was picking better spots, and not overextending and trying to be the hero. And because he was doing all of these things, he became a much bigger threat for the enemy teams they were facing. Because before, they would just let their Widowmaker destroy him. They'd be like, alright, say a player, Carpe, go kill Soon, we won't have to worry about him too much. But now that teams aren't able to take him out so easily, they have to focus on him more, and this opens up a ton of room for Agilities, who has been playing out of his mind this stage. Agility's projectile play has pretty much been insane throughout the entire Overwatch League, even when his own team was doubting him during the beginning of Stage 2. He always looked really good on that Genji and Junkrat, and now his Pharah is one of the best in the game as well. And what has surprised me the most is that Agilities is looking like one of the best Brigidas in the league. And because of Agilities, the Los Angeles Valiant are able to run all types of comps. If they want to go the tank heavy comp, force fights, and just brawl over and over, they could have Agilities run the Brigida and have no worry about it. He's up there with Mickey. If they want to run Genji and dive, no problem. Put Agilities on it. He'll kill everybody. If they want to run Pharah in the sky, Agilities. He's going to take care of almost every other Pharah in the league. I honestly haven't seen him struggle against anybody. He had a really good duel against Hydration from Los Angeles Gladiators when they faced off, but other than that, Agilities has looked better and above every other Pharah in Stage 4. So those are the 2 DPS players on Los Angeles Valiant right now. They are extremely high threats, and because of this, there's so much space for Space to go ham on the Zarya and Diva. No pun intended there, guys. Space literally has nothing to worry about. He just sits there on the Diva, does damage, protects his team when he needs to, doesn't get focused at all, has free reign. And when you give a player like Space free reign, he is going to do mad work. He's going to burst down your tanks. He's going to dive your squishies when he needs to. And that's what I really like about Space. He is extremely calculated. He goes for the plays that he needs to. He doesn't overextend. He doesn't try to be the hero for his team. And this is why you often see him never die. And honestly, just going down the list of the rest of their roster, every single one of them has been a star. Fate, he's been one of the best main tanks throughout the entire league, just like Agilities. Even when the Valiant was struggling, he was there, he was doing his job. Then we can talk about Custa, who was traded from the Dallas Fuel. And honestly, Custa's a natural born leader. You could tell from watching those Dallas Fuel Insight videos, he wanted to win so bad, and he was still doing everything in his power to help that team succeed. No matter how crappy the situation was or how unhappy anybody on his team was, he was still trying, and that shows a lot as a player. And as soon as he moved over to the Los Angeles Valiant, he was able to do the things that he wasn't able to do on the Dallas Fuel. Then we can move on to Kareev, who I've been saying for a while now is one of the best Zenyatas in the league. This guy's shot is dirty. Why do you think they swap him over to Widowmaker sometimes? He does not miss. His aim is incredible. And all these players' playstyles come together and it creates a perfect team. And now let's talk about how far I think they can go in Stage 4 and in the overall playoffs. I've mentioned it already multiple times. I think the Los Angeles Valiant will go 10-0 this stage, and they will move on to the playoffs as Seed 1. This means they get to pick whoever they want to play against in the first round of Stage 4 playoffs. That's a good position to be in because they can pick the Los Angeles Gladiators, they can pick the Dallas Fuel, both teams right now sitting in top 4, and Valiant has easily beaten both of them throughout this stage so far. So these could potentially be easy for them. Maybe Dallas doesn't make it and Philly does, or Houston does, or San Francisco does. Well, Valiant has also beat them. So I think it's fair to say that the Los Angeles Valiant will definitely reach the Stage 4 playoffs, and they're going to meet the New York Excelsior here, who have been just absolutely dominant throughout the entire league. They're clearly not trying their hardest. They're still trying, but not their absolute hardest so far this stage, and they did drop down to the Los Angeles Valiant. I do think New York Excelsior will bounce back. They will take this match, but I think it'll be a lot closer than people think. The fact that Valiant did pick up a win against the New York Excelsior does give them the mental edge, and it allows the players to think, oh, well, these guys aren't so unbeatable. We've done it before. We can take them out again. And this will make a good match in my opinion. And I'm definitely not counting the Valiant out, but New York Excelsior, they're too dominant. They're too damn good. They will pick up the Stage 4 overall. Now, moving on to the actual playoffs, the Los Angeles Valiant, they are the #1 seed in Pacific. This means they get a bye in the first round. They're already guaranteed in the semifinals, a top 4 Overwatch League Season 1 finish, guys. And they're only one match away from making it to the finals, and they do not have to face the New York Excelsior in the semifinals, because New York Excelsior are the #1 team in the Atlantic Division, so they're going to be in the other bracket. They will not meet until the finals if they both win. The Los Angeles Valiant do have a worse record than New York Excelsior, so this means they will face the highest seeded team from the first round of the playoffs. So if you look at the overall standings, right now, Boston Uprising is the 3rd seed, London Spitfire is the 4th seed, Los Angeles Gladiators are 5th seed, Philadelphia Fusion is the 6th seed. So out of those 4 teams, whoever wins and is the highest seed, say it's Boston Uprising sent at number 3, if they win their match, then the Los Angeles Valiant would have to play them. So record-wise, the Los Angeles Valiant will be going up against the hardest team, but to be honest, right now, I don't even know if Boston or London are even better than the Gladiators or Fusion. So this could be working into the Valiant's favor, and they could have an easier matchup against the Uprising or Spitfire come the semifinals. So I think there is a decent chance that Valiant could make it over to the finals, depending on if the Spitfire and Uprising can get back to their prime. If they do, then Valiant will definitely struggle, but if they don't, Valiant will move on to the finals, where they will most likely be taken on New York Excelsior. And I don't know if anybody is going to pick the New York Excelsior to lose any match at this point. They've been just too dominant, and they probably will win the whole season. I'm not going to make my full-on prediction because these guys might not even be facing each other, but I think you guys know by now, Los Angeles Valiant definitely have a good chance at going very deep in the playoffs and potentially winning it all. And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know down below if you guys agree or disagree about any of this. Do you think Rascal will join the Dallas Fuel? Do you think the Los Angeles Valiant have a chance to win the championship? Drop a like on the video, subscribe to my channel for more daily Overwatch League content. And real quick, guys, I know I did say the Realm Royale video was coming out this morning. Unfortunately, I had some serious rendering issues, and my entire video just got deleted. I had to redo the whole thing, so hopefully I'm going to be dropping it this morning. So whoever's waiting for that, don't worry, it is still coming. Just I got super unlucky. We're gonna get it out though, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.